Just have to change this channel here 1 second. So what we're gonna do is first turn the volume down. So we're gonna do the first. We're gonna do, I guess, the NBA lineup build, and then we will take a look and see if anybody's got anything good going in the football lobbies. I don't have anything great. I mean, I'm trying to hang on to cash and like the Monster on FanDuel and a couple of others, but nothing really worth discussing. But we'll take a look at the lobbies and see who did well and see who's up for whatever. I know that Bobby had, I don't know what he had, but I know that he was really big on DeAndre Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins totally smashed. So hopefully he's doing well in something, but we'll kind of take a look. But the first thing I do want to do is take a look at the NBA, and there is one bit of news that I still see as pending, and that would be Joel Embiid. It's still, he's still showing as questionable. It says questionable, attributed to rest, maybe, because it's third game in 4 days. I don't know. He's at home. We're just going to have to see. We're just going to have to see. So we'll take a look at it, and we always do. We're going to see what the sheets look like, and then we are going to make a hand-build lineup, and then we are going to do a Saberson build. And I'm also going to keep an eye on these games if anything really big happens. Baltimore is kind of playing a sort of a lackluster game, doing just enough, I think, to get by Arizona. It doesn't look like Lamar is smashing. I'll take a look at the lobbies, but I guess if you played Wellis or whatever, the guy from Tennessee with Hopkins, I guess that was the deal. I imagine somebody like that is going to win the Millie Maker, but we'll take a look and see what that lobby looks like in a few minutes. Let's first take a look at the NBA sheets for DraftKings, and this is kind of what it looks like. And I'm going to keep an eye on we all have to keep an eye on this, the Discord and the news to see if anything comes out. It's because it's only 6:30, and it's first game is at 7. The Sixers game is not until 7:30. So I'm going to keep my Discord open, I guess, over here. Doesn't look like anybody. Everything's fine, and everybody's kind of waiting on Embiid. I think that seems to be the idea. So when I take a look at this, what I like to notice is, you do have Embiid and Giannis who both look really good, and if you can get to them, that's great. But let's take a look and sort these by points per dollar here first and see what kind of value we might have. And the answer is not a lot. This is a kind of an atrocious value card, value slate. Usually you get somebody that's below 5 or 4K that's above 6X, but you don't really have that. So it's going to make getting to those top spends, I think, kind of difficult. But we'll take a look at it. So again, the way I like to identify the good plays is I do 2 screens. One, we take a look at Sheets Value Score. And the idea is that since Sheets Value Score, this tends to bias players that are high salaried and just overall high projection. So what we'd like to do is try to find, if possible, like the lowest priced players that kind of make it into these top rankings. So I guess we'd be looking at here are Van Vliet, Sengun, Maxey, and Chris Paul. These are probably really, the best of the plays we're going to get. So again, Van Vliet, Sengun, Maxey, and Paul. So what I want to do is actually pull up a DraftKings lineup sheet and start filling them in so that I can kind of see what this looks like. Okay. So let's pull this up right over here. We'll X this whole thing out, and then we'll see what this looks like. So it was, who did we say? Van Vliet, Maxey, I presume we're putting here. Yeah. Maxey. Who were the other two? It was Chris Paul and Sengun. So let's see if we can afford any of these guys anyway. So Sengun, we'd have to put in the center spot. And Chris Paul, we'd have to put as another guard. And I presume that he's not anything other than point guard eligible. So we'd have to play these 3 guards. So if we were going to start with these 4, we're already kind of struggling, because we're still at only $5K per man. So what we'd probably do is just then kind of sort the others by point per dollar and see what kind of fits. So let's take a look at it. Let's see if we can't build like that as we see Baltimore. Oh, they scored a touchdown. Let me just see something. I'll look at it in a few minutes, but I had a semblance of a sweat in like the late slate, but now with the Baltimore scoring, that kind of like blows that up a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a crappy day if you want to know the truth. As far as DFS goes, it's a beautiful day. Otherwise, all right. So let's go back to the sheets and we'll take a look at the points per dollar rankings and see if we just can't fill these in with what we have. So, a bunch of these 5Ks, and that's kind of what we're looking for anyway. First thing I noticed that we didn't have a small forward yet. So, who's from San Francisco? Oop, he fumbled. So Dylan Brooks looks like he fits. So we'll put him in. Dylan Brooks will put in over there. And then power forward. You see we're not putting any of these studs, which is probably pretty nasty, but it might be what you have to do tonight. Put Jalen Johnson in over here. I mean, who's going to play neither Giannis or Embiid? It looks like it might be me. Next best forward I have is actually LeBron. I can't quite get there though. So the next best is going to be with our old friend Jeremy Sohan. Makes sense. And then we have a 5,400 left for utility. And there's actually a guy that kind of fits there right there. So if I wanted to do this, you could make like a total middling build just like that with just from using the sheets and stuff. Now, again, you don't get any of those studs and you don't get, like kind of the Sabersim approach things, but you can build a hand-built lineup, rather handily. It's not comfortable because, again, I mean, look what you're giving up. You're giving up all these studs, all of them, to do this. But, in the absence of value, I mean, what else are you going to do? Like if you want to play these big shots, you're probably going to have to play a Kongwu, which I guess isn't bad to play a Kongwu, but that's what you'd end up doing. You'd end up playing a Kongwu with one of these studs. Yeah, Jalen Johnson started for Hawks. That's why he probably looks like a good play. Okay. But thank you, Josh. That's exactly what I want to hear because I'm not really on top of all of the news right now. I just want to make sure that Embiid's playing. Because if Embiid doesn't play, he comes at like 7:15 p.m. after the first game locks, and then Paul Reed is really popular. It's just kind of annoying. So we'll just kind of take a look at it. Okay, so let's, for the hell of it, run a Sabersim build and see what we would get. The Sabersim is always there. They're really good at being able to come up with getting these studs in when mere mortals can't do it. So let's just take a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to upload the sheets into Sabersim. And I already put the contest sim information on there. Let's do it. You want to start all over? No, not start over. We can just do this. Upload the projections into here. And again, I'm doing it from my an external file, but you could do it, if you're a sub, right into Sabersim here. We exclude unlisted players, and then let's just run this. Let's run 50 lineups. We'll just rebuild the lineups and see what we get. Crowder is starting for Bucks. Okay, thank you. Was that not expected? Yeah, because I don't even know if I have Crowder as even viable. So that's actually very interesting. Yeah, I have him. I did have him projected for 25 minutes. So yeah, so that's already kind of factored in. Could have been Pat Connaughton. Okay. Yeah, so that's I guess sort of decent value. Crowder. That's not bad. That's not bad. So maybe I'll rerun it and see what kind of Crowder we can get. So we run these just like this. We get basically. Well, there's the guy, the Jalen, 50% Jalen Johnson and a Kongwu, Brogdon, but still, it's not getting to any of the studs, right? Look at this. Like these are the top rated by top owned after Saberson builds them. I mean, you have to go all the way down here to get to Curry, and you get like 0 of Giannis, and like not 0, but almost 0. Like Embiid, you get 11%, 16% Embiid, 16% Giannis, because again the value is so thin. So that's good. At least it validates my look at things. So the next thing I would do, by the way, is I run the contest sim. I already put the settings in here. For the fadeaway and the alley-oop. And then I'll see the difference in exposures. Yeah, I'm waiting for that just like you are, Fred. I mean, there's no read. I mean, we're just waiting on it. That's it. I mean, for now, I'm presuming that he's playing, but who knows? And we'll know before 7:30. That's the best I can do. And unfortunately, news comes in that he's not playing at like 7:15 or something. Then it's a freaking train wreck. But then you have to redo everything, and it's hard. NBA is hard. It's best I can describe this. Hey, very good. Good job, Fred. Excellent. Very nice. So we use the contest sim, and then what we get is hang on.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Hold on, I'm just finishing this. Pretty much the same thing. Although if we do this, then we are going to get not quite to the studs, but we'll be getting to at least LeBron or something like that. So again, we're just kind of waiting on that Embiid news to see what we want to do there. So I'm just finishing it up. So Bobby, I'm going to be finishing this up in like 10 minutes or something, and then we'll look at the NFL, and then we'll look at the Showdown.
Yeah, I actually was just going to pop in and say what's up. I actually think I'm going to run in a minute.
Oh, how are you? How are your what Hopkins lineups doing?
Well, that's the thing that's kind of frustrating is like I think I'm going to do well today, but like not as well as I should have with as much Hopkins as I had.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because I bought a couple of your things. I was wondering if there's any sweats or anything. No,
not really. Like, okay. I mean, there's still some time. I have some Burrow and that whole game stacks like everywhere with that. Like, but nothing that's like exciting at the moment, unfortunately.
Okay.
And a little too much, Lamar, and it all goes to Gus Edwards, and I've got a chance in the afternoon one.
Yeah, I did, and then that Baltimore touchdown didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I switched. That was my last switch off, unfortunately, in the 333, because that could have been something. But I had Edwards in my best stack, and with Burrow, but it's unfortunately in the smaller buy-in now, just trying to beat 1 million people.
Yeah,
I didn't get into the NBA in time tonight. I feel like if I don't pay full attention with the NBA, unless it's like I'm just going to throw something in, it's really hard for me.
Okay. Chase made it TD. Yeah. As you know, I mean, I had too much worked out to be too much of the Houston guys, so that didn't work out. I mean, I had my share of, again, my highest owned non-Houston guys were AJ Brown and CeeDee Lamb, so that's good.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Just not enough when you take that big of a stand on a group of guys that just don't do as well as you think they're going to do. That's the best.
Yeah, it was also kind of tilting with Jonathan Taylor missing out on probably 2 likely touchdowns and getting 5 more yards for, like, he could have had 15 more points by getting 5 more yards than the carries he usually would get. That was frustrating. I played a ton of them. I played a ton of that Philly-Washington game, but I just didn't get all the right pieces together.
Right.
But I did have, like, I had McLaurin, Dotson, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith in lineups with Howell, and it looked amazing. But like, you need everybody else. Like, the Taylor thing was a guy I felt like was like, if I was playing cash, I would have locked him into cash. I still believe, like, next week, no matter what his price is, like, we're playing him. I don't care who they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that he's.
But they did give all those carries to. I mean, it's kind of to Moss, because Moss is good too. But like, it just is frustrating because it's like hard. That's the part that I kept running into. It was usually like semi-chalky guys that were blowing up my lineups. It wasn't like my long shot guys all hit.
So this, by the way, this is the monster on FanDuel. I'm still probably going to cash, but kind of annoying to have Pollard with 6 and Cup with 4.
Yeah, the Pollard one was a big one.
I mean, I had Waddle and Lamb, and but yeah, not to be.
My 22-22, I really like the lineup, actually. I just needed a specific narrative to hit, I played mostly chalky-ish guys, but I played both Waddle and Devontae Smith, and they both had, really good games. Oh, no, I played Jahan Dotson, but it's just, you got to get every piece right. And if you have Pollard and Taylor, you're pretty much done,
Pretty much, right?
And it's kind of frustrating because it was like a cashy type of build where the non-chalk hit, but the chalk doesn't hit.
Imagine being like a Giants coach or the Giants fandom. I mean, like they went to war with Tyrod Taylor. Okay, they lost Tyrod Taylor in the game. They had this other guy, this Danny DeVito or whatever his name. Tommy
I
DeVito,
was watching it.
Completed one pass, and they still were like 99%. They were still 99% to win with like a minute to go. And they let the Jets get a game-time field goal and win in overtime. It's brutal. In the rain.
It's crazy. So you like the Giants better than the Jets, I take it?
Yeah.
It's pretty rare that I find – this is one thing I find strange about New Yorkers. Like, I find them to be very loyal sports fans. I can't judge you as the same as everybody else, obviously. But, like, it does seem like when it comes to the Giants and Jets, it's the only time where sometimes there is actually people who are divided.
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Sometimes there are most people are very passionately on their one side or the other. But with the Giants and Jets, more than the Yankees and Mets or whatever, it's like nobody's a fan of the Yankees and Mets in general.
No.
But there are people who like waddle between the Giants and Jets, I feel like.
No, you know what? It's actually they're actually kind of tied to the two like that because to the Mets and Jets together. And Giants and Yankees together, only because the Jets and the Mets played at the same stadium for so long that the Jets and the Mets just became those teams. And not to mention the Jets and the Mets both won in '69. You know what I mean? And it's always Giants and the Yankees just kind of viewed as like the corporate, the corporate teams, and the Jets and the Mets are always like the upstarts. That's just kind of what they were always just kind of viewed as. But in fairness, I mean, like, so when the Mets were playing the Red Sox in '86, all Yankee fans worth anything were rooting for the Mets.
Of course. That's a different situation.
Yeah.
Whereas there's no situation where the Dodgers fans would ever root for the Giants.
Oh, but you should. But see, now you're not. You're not from New York, but your grandfather's from Brooklyn, right?
From Brooklyn, yeah. Our family grew up with. Dude, they still watch every single regular season game.
Yeah, so like people that stayed here and were Brooklyn fans when Brooklyn left, they won't even watch Dodger games anymore. They don't want to put a 5 cents in O'Malley's pocket for having stolen the team or whatever their justification is.
Right. but we don't care. Like, I mean, it's for us, it's like it's like a rite of passage. You know what I mean? My grandfather was at Jackie Robinson. He because he knew it was a thing. He snuck out of the house when he was 14, and he had a strict household, and he snuck out of the house and he went to hitchhike to go to Montreal to see Jackie Robinson's first minor league game.
Really?
It goes back that far. Like, it's a big, it's just like a family tradition, and he's done really well and has a great life and all these things. And it's not like he cares about like knowing the players or anything like this. It's just like, that's like his passion,
Oh my God, Kansas City. You can't believe you did that. The guy, oh my God, Denver punted the ball to Kansas City, and the guy fumbled it on his own 5-yard line. Denver picked it up. Sick. That's an extra point for Denver chalk cheap defense.
Can Juwan Jennings catch a couple passes, please?
No, definitely
What
not.
the hell's happening?
Definitely not.
Wide receiver 2 down early, down big. Like, by the way, Cincinnati looks really, really.
Why is it that every year in the past couple of years they just start off like
they start off slowly? And Burrow this year he could barely walk, but like that's
I mean, what an amazing time for a bye for them, right? Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just needed that another rat. They are clicking.
They'll be right there again, just like always.
Yeah, they're clicking. They are. This could be a preview of something. I don't know. San Francisco's got it. Well, they need Debo back.
You know what's so crazy though? Like I cannot believe how low owned DeAndre. Like I thought that he was going to be like 5% owned. He was like less than 0.5% owned in most of the tournaments I'm in.
Who?
DeAndre Hopkins. I'm just looking at some of the ownership.
And then who wants to play a guy that's being thrown to by that dude, right? I guess that was the idea.
But it kind of doesn't really make sense. He was the 33rd overall pick. Like, if you take a quarterback there,
he's got to have something, right?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And at the same time, like, how in the world on the afternoon slate, how in the world is Tyler Lockett 2% owned?
Yeah, that I don't quite get myself. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
I was so proud of myself that I had Tyler Boyd at only 14%. It's like...
It's just bizarre to me. Like I honestly don't know what people, because he was questionable. Did they just stop looking after the morning slate? Like,
oh my God! So you got to see what he just did. Purdy just threw a ball that if it worked out the wrong way, he might have been benched. he was going all the way to the right, and he threw it all the way across the freaking field to Kittle. I can't believe this worked.
Oh, so Kittle got there with 100 yards then. That's good.
I guess he just did, yeah.
I have a lot of Kittle.
Well, that's good.
I need it.
Yeah, he's 6 for 109. Yeah.
I need this game to somehow get into overtime. It's possible.
Absolutely. San Francisco's they're knocking on the door right now. Purdy rolling right, just like Montana. Oh, he threw it across his body again and he got a touchdown. To McCaffrey. Okay,
that's good actually for me. I ended up with a ton more McCaffrey than I thought I would because I played a lot of these cheapos. My favorite receivers were, I said, the 5K to 6K range. I just got the Nico Collins part wrong too much.
Yeah.
That was it.
McCaffrey only what is he going to score a touchdown every day for the rest of eternity? I mean, like, he's going to score a touchdown every game for the rest of eternity, I think.
It's pretty nuts.
That's his streak.
Yeah, this is second today.
Yep. The guy's sick. I still think he should have played in the bowl.
16th in the 333. The 16th in the 333 afternoon.
Oh, you are?
I need the Burrow. I guess I just need Burrow in San Francisco. I have everybody in that game is from San Francisco for me, except for I have the Broncos defense, which has been very strong, 13 fantasy points for them, minimum cost. I have all 3 receivers for Cincinnati. I have Kittle, Jennings, McCaffrey, and DeMercado.
So this is what I have in the smaller buy-in. I'm like an 11th in the smaller buy-in in the afternoon one. Yeah, this one's in 11th, and that's got everybody. It's got the whole country here. I mean,
you got the Lockett.
I got the Lockett. I got McCaffrey, Williams, Sutton, Kittle, Irvs. I mean, I got dudes.
They just turned it over on downs or something. What happened?
Who did?
They must have done. Or they must have throwing the turnover. I thought that Seattle had the ball for some reason. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah. So this is my route here.
You can get Seattle still. You can get one more for Lockett.
Yeah.
I love the Irv Smith too. I kept the last thing I did today was like shifting my exposure. Even I don't care what the results are for the tight end from Arizona. I was like, no, I need to shift some exposure over to somebody, and this is the perfect spot for Irv Smith to like have a game. I don't care if he has not a game, But
yeah, I kind of need the overtime, but
but you're playing 1% versus 30%. It's like a crazy thing.
Yeah, but he's got to actually throw the ball. I mean, they'll keep throwing. They're up. It's still 8 minutes to go.
Yeah. How did I call Hopkins like that? What is a new quarterback going to do? They're either going to find their tight ends. And by the way, Okonkwo might have had like a 70-yard touchdown if he just held onto the ball twice. One would have been like 50 yards.
Why do you give Bobby all the love? What about my great Noah Brown call? He had like 3 catches.
Yeah, but like he was just in the Hopkins thing.
I was kidding.
That was a good call, man. That was my boy.
Yeah, absolutely. What happened to the Trey McBride chalk here? It's not working out too well?
No, he was fine. Like I think he's been okay, but I think he's like less than Irv Smith right now.
What, does he got 10 points?
No, does he have that much?
Oh, I guess not. I don't know.
I'm very annoyed by the Jennings thing. I got way too onto Jennings later on. But maybe, I mean, look, there's still a chance.
Yeah, so this one I don't have anybody from this game in this lineup. So so what's happening right now I don't like. Is that the Mercado guy? Is that number 30? Or is that
No, he's 31, I think.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
I don't know, number 30. Is it Damian Williams or something?
Maybe. Who was it?
And PJ Walker threw the ball right into some Seattle guy's helmet.
But Seattle's down though right now.
Yeah, 20-17. But I guess he got the interception somehow. I'm not sure. Okay, so I want to keep this up, this lineup thing up. I want to take a peek at the million.
Guys, please hit the like button. Well, I appreciate that there's so many of you guys in here, and I love that.
Yeah, huh?
It's awesome, man. I think this is we should make it a regular thing. If I would have been more prepared.
No, I like the timing of it too.
Yeah, I mean, nobody
it's actually a real NBA slate. Somebody from Arizona hit. Oh, that's number 14. Is that the leader of the free world? The Wilson? Maybe. Okay, so let me see what the blobby looks like. I presume like Wellis. No, this guy did not have Wellis. This guy had Prescott and all these flames.
No, I don't think they had. Yeah, I think that it's going to be.
Well, he's not going to win it. Well, he might. So Ty Stewart.
CeeDee Lamb is low enough owned that it's almost going to be with Prescott.
No, but we're looking here. So Ty Stewart, this guy, he's max entering, I guess. He's 5 points away with Gus Edwards. He needs a touchdown. That's what he needs.
I mean, he's like him to break one.
And Jasper is 10 points away with McBride and Seahawk defense. It's possible.
There's still people who.
That Irv Smith? No, God damn it! Somebody else for Cincinnati.
Who?
Number 16 just caught a ball for Cincinnati.
Oh,
Irwin.
Trent Irwin.
Irwin. That's not Irv Smith. If that was Irv Smith, I would be rooting for something.
Was that a touchdown?
No, but like 20 yards. 20 yards, like what's that? 3 points.
Yeah.
Oh, Denver with a turnover. It looks like another point for me. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, Mahomes has had like the flu today or something like that. Look at this guy, Fantasy Drew Guru. He's 12 away. He's got Edwards and Bengals. He's gonna need kind of a miracle. This guy's got Broncos defense, but he's 13 points away. You need somebody with some PMR here, but there's nobody. You need Shelter with 18. He's got Pacheco, but it's obviously not a Pacheco game anymore, I don't think. But he's too far away anyway. And he's got the Bengals. This guy's got 14 PMRs. This guy's got 21. So he has Chase, J. Smith-Nigba. Okay, so he can get 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's possible.
But Chase isn't getting. I don't know if Chase is getting any more touchdowns unless it goes to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, there's still time left in that game.
I think this is this could be the sweat because again, if Baltimore does get the ball and tries to run this out, Gus Edwards could get that touchdown for this guy.
But there also is a chance that like George Kittle catches like a 50-yarder and then that jump up. You know what I mean? Like that's what I like. What I'm looking out for is the guys with maybe.
Yeah, but this guy's 12 points up on like anybody with anything. 12 points is a lot. Let's see. So Burrow's second and 10. Where is Irv Smith? That's all I want to know. I don't know his number. Just throw it to somebody. He's throwing it to somebody. Nah, number 1 is not Irv Smith. That's Chase, right?
Number 1 is Chase.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to do it without watching. Ugh. Gross.
Let's see. Let's see what I obviously can't move me up because everybody has him. Well, I'm in 9th. Okay.
I'm battling it out at 21st here.
And it's got to be the Irv Smith show or Lockett. Oh, only 44 seconds to go. What the hell?
Wait, what? No, not in San Francisco.
In the Seattle game, it's only 44 seconds to go.
They're trying to score, right? Seattle.
I hope so.
No, it's.
The other guys are running it out.
No, where that?
It's on the Cleveland 9. Yeah, no, they're not showing. They're not there.
I can't get it either right now.
Arizona complete down to the McBride's trying to get in for the chalk. He can't get in. They're trying to push him across. They got him in. McBride touchdown.
Oh my God! There goes all the other stuff, huh?
Oh no!
There goes all the Irv Smith.
Oh no!
Oh man, for you that's no good. I don't even think it's like especially good for me, even though I have a ton.
Oh, that stinks. Oh, Seattle's okay. They're on there. If he throws it to, is that Lockett? That's gonna. No, somebody else with a touchdown. Number 11, whoever that is.
Smith and Jigba.
J. Smith Nigba. Ooh, that was that guy in the Millie Maker that I thought might have a chance. Man, this was. You just all watched me in 2 plays go from 9th down to 22nd and fading fast.
I can't believe you're even still in 22nd, to be honest with you.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I thought it would have been much worse.
I can't believe that McBride got there at like that. That's just cruel. Cruel to the chalk faders.
Man, I felt so good early on. Like I had the Hill and Waddle and Tua and
yeah.
I had all the Hurts and Smith and Brown together. Like I just when you play them together, it's hard to get them mixed in. You know what I mean? They're expensive guys. They're not like cheap guys.
What's going on in the Cincinnati game? Okay, the ball is on the Niners 20.
The league will play, by the way, for the
somebody's running the ball to the 10. I'll tell you who looks sharp is Mixon, by the way.
I see the team looks sharp, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah, no, I mean they all. But Mixon looks like. What are you telling you? He looks like 2 years younger right now. Okay, so Arizona's I guess going for 2 here. Yep, Dobbs goes in 24-15. All kinds of garbage time left for more McBride.
I actually ended up with a ton of Dobbs.
Okay,
but it's impossible.
2nd down and 1 from the 11, and Burrow pushes for a first down. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get the touchdown, if anybody, for Cincinnati? Everybody here is pretty well owned. How about Irv Smith? How about him?
Even if he gets there, though, it's
that gets me to first.
No way.
I'm telling you, I'm 7 points behind first. I'm 7 points out of first.
Oh, it's the Lockett thing. Yeah, but there's somebody else.
Oh, no, yeah, somebody. Oh, now I'm 12 points out of first. No, it's 178. Yeah, someone's got to Irv Smith, right?
No,
I don't know about that.
Not necessarily.
Because they probably have McBride.
They all have McBride. I would bet you they all have McBride.
Yeah, come on, Irv. I don't even want to know what number he is. I just want to see it not a touchdown pass to someone I don't recognize, and then I have a shot. Because I know what Chase looks like. I know, and now I know what that Trent Irwin guy looks like. I know Tyler Boyd.
What about Higgins?
Yeah, he's 85, right?
He's the big body. He's gonna.
Okay, so they got a bunch of guys out there, right? 1st and goal.
They're gonna run it.
3 left. All right, let's see.
They're gonna run it.
He's just running it. Yeah. Irv Smith has no. The jet sweep isn't even good enough because I need the reception.
What's the time left in that game?
3 minutes.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, they can't run it out.
Yeah,
2nd and 5 on the 5. And Seattle dropped an interception. And remember, I also get the Burrow touchdown if he gets the Irv Smith completion. But obviously, people have him. But okay, 2nd and goal from the 5. All right, let's see. He runs it again, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Mixon. Gosh darn it. Yeah, now 42nd place. God, rats. Yep.
What happened here?
Yeah, well, it was fun for a little while there. Okay, you playing the Showdown tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Who do you like?
Ugh, I'm so irritated about today. Really had a good feeling about today. All right. Let me grab my lineup so I can speak to it. Let me just. Sorry, I'm just changing screens here for a minute. Why don't you start off with what you're doing so far? And
I'll tell you in a second. Yeah. So again, I still have to work on my 222, but I got a couple of hoodoos here. Let me just pull it up. I like the guy from. I gotta get the first name right, but I like the wide receiver from Chicago at 1,200. The Scott. He's a cheapo I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah. No, I didn't even like. I'm trying to think. Did I think about him? Scott?
Yeah.
You mean Smart?
Nope. Scott. Scott.
Who are you talking about?
Great Scott from Chicago. Tyler Scott.
Tyler Scott. My bad.
Leader of the free world. Tyler Scott.
Yeah. So I'm going a different route. For what it's worth, for you long shot bettors, you should be betting on the Bears to win this game. My captains will only be Bears players, and they're all going to be named Badgett and Moore.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't see. So how dumb am I? I didn't even know Gerald Everett. Is he out? Hang on.
Why do you think? What happened?
I don't know, but I'm looking. I'm getting a notification. Gerald Everett is out.
So it's all Parham.
Or it could be Trey McKitty.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. No, it's true. It could be.
It really could be.
And it might be the last game this guy ever coaches if the Bears win. I'm not saying the Bears are going to win. I'm just thinking it's like you get the right odds. It's not a bad bet.
Yeah.
I love them plus the points. I also think that like at some point in the Chargers' history, they have to win a game by more than 3 points, right? It's got to happen.
You think so?
They never do. So if they never do and the spread is higher, you just always bet in between, you know? Again, even today, Sheets, with whatever happens in DFS, I'm just going to look at my bets right now. So I lost the Vikings Packers over. No, sorry. I lost Green Bay plus 1.5. I won the Dolphins Patriots over. I won the Jags Steelers under. I won the Saints Colts over, which is the easiest over you could ever bet. It was a 5-star for me on that one.
Which one?
The Colts and Saints.
Okay.
I thought it was just like there's no way this is not happening.
It's amazing these
And then
these Saints games are all these Colts games are all like
Seattle Cleveland over was 37.5, another one of the easiest overs of all time, in my opinion. I know the game didn't have to go this way, but it's 40. It was 37.5. To me, that seemed too low. I understand that they just did it in the last seconds, but still, it seemed like a way too low line. And then I had the over, which is going to probably, well, we'll see. It's 44 in the Ravens Cardinals. So, and it's at 39 right now. So
hang on, I got to check.
Very worst 4-2 at best. No, sorry. Very worst 5-1 at best. 5-2, 6 best 6-1.
Hang on, I got to see Embiid. All right, Embiid's playing. Okay, everybody. Embiid is in. So that's all the same. So what I have to do, I'm going to update the projections here on because I don't like Saberson's projection for Parham with what's his name out. He have like a 4-point projection on Parham.
Yeah, I mean, Parham was already going to be the guy for me anyway. Like he's in all of my lineups right now.
Oh,
But
there you have it.
now I think he's going to be the captain in some of them.
Oh, look at that.
My strategy a little bit just because it's too easy of a spot. Like,
so I'm literally doing this as I'm doing. I'm updating these projections live for everybody, which is really just like really boring. But I have to do it.
Look,
I have to do it with Everett out, but we can still talk.
Yeah, we're just talking about what we're doing.
But I don't know.
Do you have any?
But I don't know what I'm doing yet until I do this. But I definitely am going to play that Tyler Scott. That's one thing I'm doing.
I'm just going to look at my exposure, and usually I just post it in our premium, but I'm going to say it's tonight, I think, because how much Foreman did you end up with?
I earlier I had a bit, but again, it's just everything's gonna be different. What would you play? Oh, this is the Bobby special. Would you play both the running backs together, him and Johnson?
It's a little too much money to play them both together, but
okay.
I mean, it's okay. I just think that, like I said, I'm locking in to Badgett. I want to be basically locked into Keenan Allen, but I'll have a couple lineups without him. And it's the best spot ever for Eckler, and it's great for Herbert. So it's kind of a weird, tough situation with Palmer playing. If Palmer wasn't playing, this would be a very easy one to try and get weird with. Because then all the chalk goes to just like two guys. Yeah, anyway. That was what I was thinking earlier today.
I'm gonna do this right now. So what's the spread on this game now? I know I do have Chargers in Survivor.
Yeah.
The other one I had Miami earlier.
How many are left sheets in that?
I just have. Oh, I'm not in the big one in Vegas, but I'm in a couple of others that pay six figures.
Oh,
like 500 people left. But what's cool is that I have Miami in one of them where I have double pick start next week. I saved Miami and Detroit, and nobody has them available, so they'll be coming up in weeks coming up soon, where I'll be able to play them. So I'm being safe, well, quote unquote safe this week. The best I can come up with is the Chargers are being safe, and now they're all like, all these, all the players are being ruled out now. You like I'm probably going to play some Tunyon at 200.
Yeah, I just didn't get into the 200 guys.
I don't blame you, but you can play 5-1s.
No, you can definitely do it. Yeah, I don't buy it though. Like, I'm not buying the story being sold.
Oh, about the Chargers running over them and stuff.
I've seen this with the Chargers. They're the worst against the spread team in the NFL. They play every game within one touchdown. I'm not going to go against all the logic. I don't care if it's wrong tonight. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to treat my line. And by the way, it works out really well DFS-wise when you're playing 3 3s and 4 2s Chicago, because no one's doing – not no one. Most people aren't doing that.
No, you're right. And
I would include the Chicago defense in part of it too.
Yeah, I definitely like that. All right, so just so everybody knows, I'm currently updating. But
now I actually do need the 200. Who's your favorite 200 guy?
Tunyon.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I mean, it's probably a 0, but I mean, for 200 guys, I mean, whatever.
What about, did you
no. And Darius Davis, he's okay.
Why is Darrington Evans so expensive?
Who?
Why isn't he even cheaper?
Who are you talking about?
The Evans, but I guess he had 14 carries last week. Darrington Evans, but so did what's his name? Foreman. I'm really confused by this one.
Yeah, I'm as far as Chicago running backs.
I think that's the way I would, but you have Roshan Johnson back.
Yeah, I'm just going with those two.
I don't know though, like something about that feels like it might be something. Like,
you think so?
I don't need to see what's his ownership going to be.
Well, we don't know. I mean, like,
I'm just gonna take a shot though and see if no one's going to play him at 2K. I think I could take a shot and play him.
Who is this now?
Evans.
Let me see what this stuff looks like. Well, I'm not going to play Mercedes. These are the guys I'm Xing out. All right, so I'm Xing out Hey, these are the guys that like are projecting for like less than a point that I'm Xing out. I'm Xing out Mercedes Lewis. I see the Darrington Evans. I'm not going to use him, but the Velus Jones Jr. probably going to X him. I'll X out Isaiah Spiller. These are just like guys that that if I didn't X him out, dude. The Trey McKitty, I don't know. I think I'm going to use. I think I'm going to include him in my pool. And I think I think I'm going to include him in my pool. And then
somehow I'm fading Justin Herbert way too much.
What's up?
How's that going to work? There's no way that can work. Like
Darius Davis.
What's the path even for that? I don't even know how that would work.
Oh, the Stone Smart. That's the other guy you gotta have to use now.
I'm gonna get my exposures in a second, but I think I'll be. Yeah, I really like this Evans idea. The problem is I have a little too much of a wild card play. I'll take Foreman out if you. Let me just make sure this is right. Yeah, I don't need Foreman in both.
Let me just see something.
What about Joshua Kelly?
I'll use some of him.
I think I'm gonna put him in my big one, one of my biggest ones. It just makes too much sense. Like, this is what he does. He trolls us.
So lineup rules.
I love this big buy-in lineup that I have so much.
Your big buy-in you like?
I really like one of the big buy-ins like a lot. It's the Parham captain though.
I love the Parham captain idea.
The 2 TDs, man, it's coming. But I'm 3-3 or 4-2 on almost every one with Chicago.
Hey, you know what? Good for Denver.
They got the win?
Yep.
It was like the most. Did you see what you weren't paying attention, but I wrote it in the Discord. I was like, something weird is going to happen in this Denver game, like Denver winning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what I just had a feeling, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm. So you were saying that you wouldn't necessarily make a rule to not play Roshan and what's his name together, but you probably wouldn't get to them anyway because they're too expensive.
Just because I'm playing Badgett in every lineup.
You really like that, huh?
I like this guy.
Yeah.
There's certain guys you can believe in from when you first see it, and I don't care what the result is of today's game. Like Brock Purdy has a little bit of it, but Badgett is, and he has legs too. Like people haven't got a chance to see it or anything yet, but like he has some legs. He can do things. I'm in on the play. I love that people are not in on Chicago. I'll be the one who's in on them. Simple as that. Like,
there's another McBride catch.
I think I'm going to keep him out of one of my big buy-ins. That's pretty much it. Now that I look at it, just to get, and that's the time.
So I'm building lineups here on this. I'll just show everybody. I get building lineups on the side just to kind of see what I come up with. Because I'm using all kinds of nonsense that I'm gonna have to whittle down. But I do like both those in the 150. You know what I mean? The lottery. I do like those backup tight ends for the Chargers, the McKitty and the Stone, whatever his name is. Just super cheapos that get one catch. You know.
Right.
I'll try, but certainly not going near that in my big buy-in. I think that you're really onto something, but your confidence in the Padgett, you're gonna have some good low-owned lineups with guys that are not like too off the board. I think you're gonna have some. If you're sticking with that game plan, I think you're gonna have some really good lineups in your big buy-ins.
Yeah,
because nobody, but a disproportionately few number of entrants will be doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, Ravens TD means that I go 6-1 today, Sheets.
Did Edwards get it?
No, I don't know how they scored, but that's Ravens CD. But maybe we already covered that.
Oh, you're the betting.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you right now, it's kind of looking. My NBA thing is it's beyond crazy.
Yeah.
Now at a 550 game sample size, winning like 64%, 65% of the games roughly.
Oh, so yeah. So I think the guy got caught. Who got him?
Yeah.
It wasn't the Jasper, right? It was somebody else. Jasper. Oh, McBride, 20 fantasy points, caught a ball.
Yeah, the Baltimore Arizona hit.
McBride I think all in the fourth quarter.
Nice though. I mean, I'm stoked for these bets. Like people have been asking me about them. Somebody showed me a parlay the other night that hit a 50 to 1-er. Like it was beautiful.
That's
awesome. I hope they keep hitting for people. The over-unders is definitely where my strength is at. I'm like 50-50 on everything else, but the over-unders in every sport for some reason.
Really? That's so funny.
Well, because it makes sense though if you think about what we're studying, what we're paying attention to.
Right.
And also, like, I never use it as a reference, but I do think it's interesting to try to measure SaberSim's projected score versus. I would like to see what that is. You know what I mean? I would be curious to see where they would end up on those.
Oh, look at what Sheets did. Oh, I made him. That's rough. I didn't see this. Someone didn't tell me. Chris Paul is not starting tonight, and I just missed it. I missed it. He's not starting.
Draymond's playing, right?
Right. But
So
Chris Paul is he's not out, but he's not starting.
That's not a big deal.
Well, I'm now getting 1% because of it. We'll see what happens.
He'll be in 3 minutes.
Well, that'd be so sick.
No,
that actually happens.
That's what they do. It's literally. It might not be 3, but less than 5.
That would be sick.
How about that? Yeah, so I'm just going to read my exposures out real quick for the NFL people who are interested if they care. Let me see.
Yeah, so I'm going to basically get to as much McKitty as I want. In other words, like if I use him, I'm going to get a lot of them. If I don't use him, I'm not going to get any of them. I can try to just reduce him. Let's just see how that works.
I didn't play as many lineups as you, so your ownership is going to be more reflective. Probably what you should be 100%. Doing. So, all right, what I've got is
Davison, Tyler Scott, Trey McKitty. Oh, I like these.
I have 100% DJ Moore, 100% Donald Parham, 82% Badgett, 73% Keenan Allen, 55% Foreman, 45% Palmer, 45% Herbert, 36% Mooney. I want to get one Mooney captain. 27% Josh Kelly, 18% Evans, 18% Tunyon.
All right, so I'll build my big lineup here, and I'll let you guys know what it is.
I'm going to put I think I'm going to do this.
Dude, this McBride is just like racking up the points.
No, I'm sorry, man.
He's gonna get another touchdown. Look at this. They're on the fourth down from the 2-yard line, 4th and 1, and now they got a penalty, so they can get a first down. They have 4 cracks to get this dude another touchdown.
I'm just putting Mooney into the captions so I can make it clear to everybody what I'm doing, because I want to make it clear. I'm going to throw one Mooney captain in there. I have to do it. I have like no Eckler, which is so nuts.
No Eckler?
Yeah. Now I dropped TJ Moore out of 1. This is an only can chop probably one, but okay.
So what do we got here? So Denver, they're putting this away with a field goal? Okay, makes sense.
Oh, wait, so they can go. Let's see. If they convert a 2-point conversion. So wait, they score? So wait, who scored?
The ball's on the 2-yard line, Arizona, a minute 18 to go. I'm telling you, this is like $1 million for somebody, this possession, I think.
100%.
Let's see. All right, Dobbs back to throw. Lobs it into the end zone. Someone has a touchdown. I think it might be the leader of the free world or Marquise Brown. Which one? Who's number 2?
Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, touchdown. So let's see what that means to the average man. Oh, I'll tell you what that does mean to the average man. It means, does it mean this? Oh my God, look at this. So in the Wildcat afternoon, I am literally on the stone bubble right now. It pays $249. I'm in 248.
Wow.
And everybody's got like 30 seconds to go in their games, right? Oh no, this 2-point conversion probably loses for me, right? Let's see. This is my Wildcat.
I think it's over, isn't it?
No, there's 30 seconds to go in the Denver game.
Oh, right.
Lutz did a field goal. I presume Casey will just take a knee, right?
Oh, well, that's annoying because I just now that just sent one of mine to the bubble of the 555.
Let's see. So here we go. So we have
irritating.
Kansas City. There's 30 seconds to go. There's no way they're going to actually try to complete a pass down 15 with 25 seconds to go.
Of course they will.
They'll just take the knee and go home, right?
No, of course they will.
Okay.
They'll try.
Well, if they do, I hope they get it to Pacheco.
They're not going to get it to Pacheco.
No, Arizona's going for 2. I know this is. I don't have anybody here.
DeMercado is my guess.
Okay, let's see what happens. He's back to throw. They're getting. Oh, he might run it in himself. If he gets to the corner, it's going to be close. That's a tough call. There's a flag. They gave him the 2-point conversion, but there's a flag.
It's going to be holding on the right side.
Let's see what it is. It is holding, as you mentioned. Okay. This is what we were reduced to. Sweating the min cash in the afternoon Wildcat. Oh, no. Somebody passed me. I'm dead. What happened? How?
Oh, no.
What happened? Who scored anything?
I don't even know what could have happened.
Kansas City must have completed some pass or something. Brutal. Oh, well.
God, I feel like I should have won a lot more money today. This is a very frustrating day.
Let me see if I
You get the right calls and still not get there.
I want to go see if I hung up. Oh, let me check out the FanDuel lobbies. See what won over there. Look, we did hold on. We'll show this. We did hold on to cash in the Monster, which is nice.
That's good.
Couldn't hurt. Yep. With the 6 Tony Pollard and the 4 Cooper Kupp. Thank you very much. Let's see what won the Sunday Million over there. That's interesting. Sunday Million.
Holmes Rice for now.
Dude, look how efficient this is. So I played 100 lineups. I played 100 lineups. I'm in for $900. I cashed for $898. Gotta love that.
Yeah, it's a win.
So here we go. So no, we lost $2.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
All right. So Jay Conneal won with nothing weird.
Even with Kendrick Bourne getting hurt.
Yep. Kamara, Javonte Williams.
Edwards is a little.
He had AJ Brown and Lamb. I guess you needed all that. Gus Edwards had 28 fantasy points on FanDuel.
3 times.
That's it, right?
That was the opposite side of the game I went, and unfortunately, I made a late pivot to not keep him in a couple spots that would have I could have played him over Stevenson, and I literally would have been like 3rd in the 555. Well, I cashed in 3 out of my 5.
Dude, you're my hero, by the way.
Why?
Because there's 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Chris Paul is in the game.
Oh, see, I told you. I know NBA rotation.
We'll see what happens.
It's the same thing.
We'll see what happens.
You have to figure out their closing line. Who are they playing?
They're playing the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, so they don't actually have the need for a true big ever. So they can plan on that being their closing unit too, with Draymond at the 5.
But yeah, I guess that's all I have. I'll just tell you guys again what I'm doing in the showdown. I am playing those cheapos, the Tyler Scott and the Trey McKitty. Keen, I'll give you my actual exposures in the especially in the big buy. Keenan Allen's my number one guy. Herbert, Eckler, and Palmer. I guess my highest owned of the cheapos is probably Davis from the Chargers, him and Scott and McKitty. I don't have as much Pageant as you do. And then I have a decent amount of Tunyon. Those are my whatchamacallits. Those are my crosses to bear, I guess.
I just realized I had no Eckler, so I'm going to sub Eckler in for Herbert and leave the 800 on the table because I had a lineup that with DJ Moore as captain that was a perfectly filled up with salary, and I don't want that, so I'm going to do this and put Eckler in there. But I like the Josh Kelly play as a play tonight.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, good luck to you tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, bud.
All right, later.